For years, John Masara has built a successful partnership with Katsumi Yoshida of Japan's Shaddai Stallion Station, and the interchange of stallions and mares is now a regular occurrence. This year, Deep Impact's Real Steel joins Maurice and Mikki Isle at Arrowfield, continuing to bring some of the best international blood in the world to our broodmare population. Arrowfield Stud, you forged a fantastic link with Katsumi Yoshida, Northern Farm and fabulous Japanese stallions, and it's really good to see a couple of them a few years down the track, having been here with some lovely foals and yearlings, and of course Real Steel, your new boy for 2019.
Yeah, we're very fortunate to have a great relationship with Shaddai Stallion Station and Northern Farm. We've got some beautiful stallions down here by the great Deep Impact that we really feel mesh well with our Australian stock. We've got the Real Impact horses heading towards the early 2-year-old trials. I know Gerald Ryan's got a very special one, and there's a few other nice ones around. This year we've got Real Steel. Unfortunately, Real Impact couldn't come back. He had a little surgical operation, a colic last year in Japan, so they've decided to give him the season off, and Real Steel has come back down in his place. He's a beautifully bred horse with great racetrack performance. We've
lost obviously from global breeding Deep Impact, but his influence will certainly live on through the likes of Real Steel. He's from a Stormcat mare, and we know his third dame is that absolute champion in Miesk, who's been such a great producer herself. I mean, these mares are incredible, and they keep coming through top-class racehorses.
Oh, when you look at his pedigree, there's a champion in each dam. I mean, you're talking Stormcat, Nureyev, Mr. Prospect are the dam size of those first 3 dams. So he's a specially bred horse. He's absolutely bred in the purple, and a great opportunity for Australian breeders. He was the UAE champion Older Miler in his day, obviously a Group 1 winner over there and a Group 2 winner in Japan. So a fabulous individual and a fabulous racehorse.
Real Steel in front, Euro Charlene giving chase.
You know, those races in Dubai have proven over time to be very successful. We've had some good stallions come out of those races, and they're meeting top quality fields from all over the world. So it's a proven testing ground, and we're very happy to have a horse of his quality here. Yeah, there's no doubt the quality of Japanese racing is the highest in the world. We've seen ourselves with Brave Smash and some of their horses that come over, you know, that were rated well below these horses that we're standing here, turn out to be very good racehorses in this country. So when you compare them pound for pound, what we're bringing out are very high class individuals, and Real Steel was one of those.
Finishing late is Real Steel.
And second to Maurice in the 10-0 show. I mean, this is the race that you know, these incredible Japanese mile-and-a-quarter races, they really produce the stallions of the future.
Absolutely, there's absolutely no shame in coming second to Maurice. He himself is a world-class individual, and I think the second top-rated horse in his year before he retired to stud worldwide. So you're talking about a very special horse. So that's pretty good form anywhere in the world, and certainly didn't detract from him at all.
And great value too. I mean, around the $16,000 mark. I mean, that is really fantastic to get Deep Impact blood for that sort of a fee.
That's right. You know, you've got to think about these horses that are standing for 2-3 times as much in Japan. It's a unique opportunity for Australian breeders. We're going over there, we're hand-picking the ones that we want. We're bringing back the ones that we think will really help Australian breeders to be able to breed future champions in this country. And that's our purpose when we go over there, to select the ones that we believe will work in our environment.
And you're obviously supporting these stallions. I mean, Maurice himself, I mean, he looks fantastic now. We know he was a cult hero, of course, in Japan and successful in Hong Kong, but he's looking great here. How's the reception now? He's a few years down the track.
Yeah, the reception's been great. I mean, he's a horse with a pedigree that's a little bit off the page for Australians. They're not used to those Japanese pedigrees, but you've only got to see how well he's been received in Japan, the numbers that he's covered. Everyone knows his success in Hong Kong was unbelievable, to say the very least. Those 3 Group 1s he won over there were breathtaking. So anyone that kind of remembers those and understands the world scene really has taken a great interest in Maurice. Obviously that Chinese market and the Hong Kong market is going to be a great source of buying bench potential for him down the track.
And Mikki Isle, I mean, he was a superstar miler in Japan, and again that Deep Impact blood, and only around $13,000 too. So you've got, you know, you can really match up what works for your mare on pedigree and type.
Yeah, no doubt he's the fastest son of Deep Impact at stud, and he was the champion sprinter of Japan and a very, very fast horse. I think he'll also really suit, he's got the characteristics of a horse that will really suit a lot of the trainers down here. He's very fast, took up a position, and was a horse that was able to finish off, so very high cruising speed and top end speed. And I just think that he's got the characteristics of a young sire that could really make it down here.
And we've looked at a few of your yearlings here by Mikki Isle, the Kurovskaya filly, half to Erythia, who's won over $500,000 in the Group 3 Hawkesbury Crown. Mikki Isle, Dame Patty Colt, Maurice networking filly, Maurice capped by the tail colt, who's the half to Petronius. Now, you're involved in the ownership of all of those particular yearlings, and it's fantastic to see the support you're giving the Japanese stallions.
Yeah, Caroline, we really believe in these Japanese horses, and over the past 3 years, I think we've sent over more than 150 mares to these the 3 Japanese horses, and this year we're sending another 93 to the 3 standing horses that we have here. So we've got full faith in the Japanese bloodlines and what they're going to do here in Australia. We've done plenty of studies in Japan looking at how they've crossed with, in particular, Danehill line mares. And over there with Danehill, anywhere in the bottom line has produced 16% stakes winners to runners, which is almost, you can double that when you compare the number of stakes races to races run over there compared to Australia. So it's a formidable number and something we believe in, and we're following right through. They'll all be going to sale. We try and sell everything. So the only time we'd retain a filly is if it was a late raking daughter of a mare that is coming to the end of her time. So, but everything else will be going to sale. So there'll be an opportunity for all buyers to get out there and bid on these horses. As you know, in Australia, it's a marvellous place to buy. We sell a large percentage of our Group 1 horses compared to other places in the world like Europe, which sell a very low percentage. You know, most of the good horses in Europe are retained by their owners. So in Australia, it's a great opportunity for buyers to get out there and participate and have a good chance of getting a very good horse.
And John Massara, your father, and obviously Katsumi Yoshida, I mean, they must be really proud of how this partnership has grown.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic venture over more than 20 years now. We've had a fantastic relationship. I don't think there's ever been a problem in 20 years. So the 2 old boys get on very well, and now it's myself and Shunsuke, you know, doing a lot of the communicating, and it's been a fabulous relationship, and one that we hope will go many generations into the future.